Hey everyone. So, a few things. I am just out of therapy and probably have some makeup running down my face and red eyes may look like I've been crying and I've been, doing this with my hair for the last hour because it's probably what I've been doing with my hair for the last hour. That's what therapy looks like for me. If you can't hear what we're talking about, you could just see Stella just doing this. We're just talking anyway. So I probably look like, well, just know from here on out, when I look like this, you can just quietly say she probably just got out of therapy. Therapy is fantastic. If you're not in it, it's a good thing. So maybe consider signing up, or just have coffee with a good friend because sometimes that's just as good. I talked today in therapy about my incredibly difficult week, and it has been a difficult week. And here, I'm going to keep this short because all the week's videos, I think except for Monday, maybe Tuesday, uploaded with zero sound. I don't know why. I still haven't fixed it. I just took them all down and then went on with my week. And for some reason, I found myself in crisis again this week. And I didn't feel unsafe. I just those triggers, those Jack in the Box moments. And so here's how I explained it to my therapist, and maybe even in a piece of writing somewhere. This week was like, and I think it started on Tuesday, was like being in a room where there are just, 1,001 clocks on the walls. Have you seen these in the movies? Like, think of Back to the Future. Remember the opening scene, I think, of the first movie where there are all these clocks, I think in Doc's house. Anyway, all these clocks, and they're all set like a second behind the previous. And it's the top of the hour. And so one goes off, and then the other goes off, and then the next, and it just goes around the whole room. And then on the floor of this room are all these Jack in the Boxes. And with each clock, one of those pops open. So I have been startled and scared and panicked and triggered, devalued. I mean, it's like this is PTSD, my friends. This is what it looks like. And don't get me wrong, I don't like that comparison game, but I always acknowledge that PTSD is worse for other people. When I was first diagnosed with PTSD several months ago, I didn't laugh. I chuckled and was like, oh no, because I'm not one of those people. Like, I didn't even serve my country. I've never killed anybody. I've never, I was with my father when he passed, but that was different. We knew that was happening. I've never been in that kind of trauma. And my therapist looked at me and said, it doesn't take, serving overseas. It doesn't take war. It doesn't take, your triggers are your triggers. And so for somebody like me who hasn't been in a war zone, I can be around fireworks, no problem, right? They don't trigger me, but other things do. And trauma is trauma is trauma is trauma. So, and my trauma runs deep. I mean, it runs really deep. So when there are things that kind of hold me down and devalue me, I tend to find myself in this room of clocks and Jack in the Boxes, and it just like I can't get out because there are chimes and there are the Westminster songs, and then there are the Jack in the Boxes going and all the little circus music, and it is really loud and it is chaotic and it's just fast and I mean, like that. So that's where I've been for most of this week, and it's been absolutely hell. So with that said, I hope you are well. I am well. I'm doing okay. I'm getting through it, and I'm recognizing these triggers, and I'm recognizing which ones I can control and which ones I can't control. Sometimes we can go, oh, that's a trigger. I'm going to stay away from that. And then sometimes we can go, oh, that's a trigger, and I can't stay away from that. It is what it is. I've brought myself back to a couple of things, a couple of spaces. One of them is going back to what I talked about a couple weeks ago, expectations. So I have these expectations of something that didn't exist before, so I'm not sure why it should exist now. So let me give you an example from my world. I had these expectations of certain friends of mine, and let's say that these certain friends of mine are friends who I see at the grocery store and are like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? How are your holidays? How are the other kids like in school? Yeah, oh, we had him for a teacher too. It's good to see you. Take care, right? Those, or we're at the school bus stop, or the school pickup line, which you've heard me talk about before, is truly uncomfortable. In the same conversation, hey, how's it going? Good. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, the holidays were good. Oh, I can't wait for summer. Do you have any plans? Oh, yeah, us too. Yeah, yeah, I know. This is going, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, okay, take care. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Those are superficial, trivial conversations. They're polite, they're friendly. These are acquaintances. Maybe these are neighbors. Maybe these are community members. But they're not your core group of people, right? They're not your tribe. They're not the people you lean into when something happens. They're not the people you call in the middle of the night when you're crying. They're not the people you call when your toilet bursts and you're like, I don't even know how to turn off the water. They're just people in your life, right? So I think my expectations for some of these people were very different than what they really were. And I needed to, in my space, put them back in the grocery store, or put them back in the school pickup line, or put them back at the bus stop, and remember that relationship was only at the school bus stop. And so why would I expect it to be more right now? Right? So expectations. And by the way, none of that is what was going on. It was just a way to describe how we expect things to be different than they really are. And so I kind of pulled from relationships that I've been re-challenging within people in my neighborhood, people I see at school or in the grocery store, and that's really it. The other thing I wanted to touch base with you all on is acknowledging exactly where we are. So when I realized, I think it was Tuesday, maybe it was Wednesday, when I realized my week's videos had posted with no sound, I went through this, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Like, I'm so imperfectly human. I can't do this. And then I just took them all down. I was in panic, I was in crisis, and I just accepted exactly where I was and what I needed to do, and that was to get through the days. So I'm gonna say it's okay to not be okay. I apologize for those of you who come here every day expecting a 90-day challenge video. I will get them figured out. They have sound on my laptop. They just didn't upload onto YouTube with sound. So I don't think I need to re-record them. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And in the end, it sucks because this is a brand and I'm putting out expectations that you guys can expect to see my face every day if that's something you want to do. And then I'm not delivering. And that's really disappointing. But it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be exactly where we are as long as we're working on getting our way out and of a bad place, of course, or working on moving ourselves forward. Somebody said to me early on, it's so good that you're moving on. I'm not moving on. I haven't replaced anything. And I gotta say, I'm really proud of that, because I still love exactly where I loved before, but I also love in other places, and I haven't replaced anything. So I haven't moved on, but I have moved forward. And sometimes I get pulled back by these triggers and I get stuck in this room of clocks and I can't get out of it. And then I needed a couple of days to get out of it. So thank you for your patience and for still being here. I will get the group going soon, I promise. I didn't mean to open up the group, and it started just adding people who liked the page automatically into the group, and I didn't realize that setting was on, because I have a few different groups, and I don't remember turning that on, but anyway. So for those of you who are in the group, we will get going soon. Thank you for still being here and for being patient with me. We will get back to the 90-day challenge. I do want to give you a heads up. And I'm going to say this now because it's really important. I'm going to do this. I am going to starting Tuesday, February 1st, because February has 28 days. I am going to start reading and doing the 28-day activities in Rhonda Byrne's book, The Magic. So if you don't know who Rhonda Burns is, God, I hope that's her name. Rhonda Burns, right? I don't have the book in front of me. I will correct that in copy when I share this video, because I might have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Or maybe it's just Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E. Maybe there's no S at the end. Anyway, The Magic. She also wrote The Secret, which you might remember was a movie. She's written all kinds of things. She's fabulous. The Magic is about gratitude. And I think I tend to get stuck in these negative spaces that pull me down, and wanting more from the relationship that I have at the bus stop, when I never had anything great at the bus stop anyway. I tend to get sucked into those places and stop living inside the space of gratitude, which I strongly believe produces joy. So The Magic is basically, she creates this 28-day challenge to practice, to actively every day practice gratitude. And it's not just, here's today's activity. Every day you do today's activity, and you do the days prior, I believe, if I remember correctly. So anyway, Tuesday, February 1st, I'm starting that. I'm going to start it here live. I'm going to share what I can share. I'm going to share from the Magic 28-day workshop, whatever. I hope you join me. I'm going to share that in the group as well. But I'm going to put it on my page because I'm not ready to launch my group just yet. But if you're there already, please join me there. I hope we can do this together. I hope you all comment. I hope you share your list of gratitude, because it's time. It's time we start finding more joy. And I'm going to get to that path more often by practicing actively gratitude every day. So this is my vulnerable moment for today. It's been a really hard week. I posted videos with no sound. I've since taken them down. I will get them back up. We'll get caught up. I'm human. It happens. I took a break. I didn't sweat it. I didn't worry about it. It didn't kill anything. It didn't end the world. It didn't even end my business. It didn't end this brand. We're okay. It's okay. So there you go. Have at it. I will see you over the next few days in the videos that hopefully I don't have to re-record. And then we'll finish up this portion of the 90-day challenge, and we'll rope in the 28 days of gratitude. That will become part of the 90-day challenge as well. So, but we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, I said I was going to keep this short. I didn't. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Stay safe.